developers can't clearly differentiate between data science, machine learning, and
Right. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Everyone respond in YouTube live chat window. Okay. So last class we have completed understanding hashCode method. Today, let us try to understand equals method. This is the second day of our workshop. Our workshop target is what? Learning hashCode and equals methods in detailed points. So yesterday in hashCode method, as part of hashCode method, we have learned these are the 30 questions or 31 questions we have learned. This last point is pending. Except this, everything we have learned in last class. Right? Now, let's try to see how many questions are there as part of equals method we have to learn. Let's list out and then we'll start our discussion. So this is equals method entry questions I prepared. Okay, totally there are 25 questions. Okay, let's see now what are the questions. First, what is equals method? What is the use of it? What is equals and the use of equals method? What are the different ways we can compare two objects of a class? How can we compare two objects using their reference? How can we compare two objects using their state? Does equals method always compare two objects by using state? How does equals method compare two objects by default? Where equals method is originally defined? What is the default implementation of equals method in object class? How equals method will compare two objects of any class in object class? Okay. Develop a sample program to explain default implementation of equals and double equal to operator by comparing two primitive values, two objects, two nulls, and incompatible objects. Okay. Now, these are the first 10 questions. Let us try to learn first. After that, we will proceed with next discussion. So now I'm writing one small program again. Yesterday, as we have written program, I have already one program available. Now look at this. This is class example. In this class example, if you want to compare objects, what we required? Object is required now. I mean, class is required now. This is the class example. In this class example, I have two properties, xy, and constructor we have to initialize that properties. Setter method, getter method for reading, modifying, and toString method for printing the state of the object. Now tell me, do I have any hashCode method here? No. Do I have any equals method here? No. So this is just a plain class we have developed. No extra masala. It's a plain food. No masala food. Masala is not there. When masala is not there, taste is there or not there? No taste. Okay, this is a plain, plain dosa. No masala dosa. Okay, no onion dosa. Just a plain dosa. Now, here I'm taking another class called what? Sample class. Sample class is also one dosa. Now it has xy properties, and we have constructor, and we have setter methods. Okay, getter methods. And now I have added hash code method. Tell me, does it have little bit masala? Yes. Only onions is there, but I want to add some chili powder also. What is the chili powder? Equals method. Equals method is not available in both the classes. Then what is the flow of execution? Let us try to understand with a program. Okay, this is a already developed program. I don't want to use it. I want to create completely fresh program working with these classes. I will use that class later. Now tell me, here I am creating a class called test04. Just I'm saving the class name as test04. Now here I want to create two objects from class example. Example E1 equal to new example. Okay. Now this example object second instance I am creating. Example E2 equal to new example. Two instances I created from the class example. Okay, nice. Then tell me. When you create object, I have to pass arguments, otherwise compiler throw error 5, 6, 7, 8. Below. Okay, I am taking same state two objects. Any objection? Tell me, are these two objects same or different? Are these two objects same objects or different objects? When you want to say the two objects are same or different, you have to consider two parts of the object. Number one, reference part. Number two, data part. From the reference wise, are they same or different? Different. From state wise, are they different or same? Same. State wise is same, but data wise, sorry, reference wise is different. Okay. Repeating again, this is what reference wise it is different. State wise same. I want to compare these two objects. Okay, where the reference is available in E1, E2. How can I access object by using E1, E2? I want to compare E1 object with E2 object. Do you remember operators chapter? In operators chapter, we have a operator called double equal to. E1 double equal to E2 when you write. What happened? Tell me now. E1 is comparing with E2. What is comparing? Now the E1 has access to what? Reference, also has access what? State. Then what is compared here? Reference comparator, state comparator. Here reference is compared. What double equal to operator is doing? Whatever available in E1, that is compared with whatever available in E2. Inside E1, what is available? State of the object available or reference of the object available? Reference of the object available. Right? Reference of the object available, reference is compared. Now, what is the diagrammatic representation of these variables? Yesterday we learned already. E1 equal to new example, reference is 10, 10, x variable, y variable with a default value 0, 0, replace with what value? 5, 6, 10, 10 stored in E1 point. Then E2 variable is created, another new object is created with reference 20, 20, x variable, y variable. X variable, y variable, x value 0, y value 0, and 0, 0 replaced with what value? Same 5, 1, 6. State wise, they are same objects, but reference wise, they are not same. Here what is stored? 20, 20 stored and pointing. This mouse is creating problem. 1 minute, guys. Okay, and then now tell me, when I write E1 place what is substituted? 1010. It's reference 1010 substituted. In E2, what is substituted? It's a reference. It's a reference 2020 substituted. 1010 equal to 2020. No. Then what will you get? False. Control 1, compile, and control 2, executed. What is output coming? False. So what did you understand here? Very, very important point. When in project, many of the times we must compare one object with another object. When you want to compare with another object, by default we have one operator called double equal to. If I compare objects by using double equal to operator, what is compared? The references of the object compared. The reference of the object compared, because in the referenced variable, reference is available. Now you may ask me a question, sir, why should I compare objects, sir? In my core Java previous chapters, I never compared, no, sir, anywhere. Why I need to compare? Can you tell me the scenario? Can you tell me the situation? Very good. Now, again, coming back to collection. This is my collection object. Which collection? Same hash set. Hash set. Hash set collection contain first object, second object, third object, fourth object, fifth object, sixth object, seventh object, eighth object, ninth object, multiple objects available. The behavior of the hash set is it doesn't accept duplicates. It accepts only unique object. Then when I'm trying to store first object directly stored. When I'm trying to store second object, the second object should be unique to store na. If this object unique or duplicate should be decided by what? By comparing. By comparing. This second object must be compared with this first object. If the second object is unique from the first object, then it is stored. If it is not unique, then it is not stored. Can you tell me real-time scenario, sir? Super. I'll tell you real-time scenario. Exam hall. Okay. I'm taking exam hall. Tell me, exam hall is a collection or not? In an exam hall, when you are entering into the exam hall, you are compared with your hall ticket or not? After checking hall ticket, you are sending. On hall ticket, your photo is there and your face is matching to that photo or not, checking or not? Your ID card checking or not? You have to carry your Aadhaar card and hall ticket number too. And then the invigilator checking your hall ticket photo is matching with your face or not. This comparison is what? Double equal to operator or equals method. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So in our real life, we have comparison. Same way for comparison in collection also we have comparison. How can we do comparison? By using double equal to operator. Now tell me, what is the problem with the double equal to operator? Double equal to operator compared with what? Reference. Double equal to operator compare two objects by using reference. Now tell me, if two objects compare with a reference, will I get always our requirement is fulfilled? No. For example, already one student available in the classroom. Okay. Now the parent is came to the office for taking his son back, for taking the student back to the home. Then tell me now, for taking the son back, tell me, is this body structure is used to take back up, or on one paper his details are written to find him? Principal will ask, Babu, what is your son details? Tell me. Okay. Then the father will give the student body or student details on the paper. Student details on the paper. Then the principal taken this paper, given to the peon. Then peon go to the class. In the class, the teacher. In the class, the teacher. In the class, the teacher is comparing the student with structure or with the data. With the data. So many of the times the object must be compared not with the address, not with the structure, not with the reference, must compare with what? Data. Okay, so I have two objects available. First object contains what? Data. And also contains what? Reference. Okay, then tell me, you want to compare two objects, sometimes with reference, sometimes with data. Okay, I want to compare objects, sometimes with data, sometimes with reference. Then how to compare with reference? By using double equal to operator. Tell me, how can we compare with data? Everyone tell me. Take it one time. How can I compare two objects by using data? Everybody is saying by using equals method, by using equals method. How? How? This is what blind way of learning. How equals method can compare your objects by using data? Is equals method is an operator. Equals method is a method. Equals method is a method, right? It's not an operator. Public, boolean, equals of, equals of object obj, open bracket, closed bracket. Now tell me how this equals method can compare your objects data. That means background some logic must be there now. Who developed this logic? Who? For your example class, who has to develop the logic? You have to develop the logic. How Sun Microsystem can write the logic for you? How Sun Microsystem knows you want to decide two example class objects, same XY is same or YY is same? How can you decide? How Sun Microsystem can decide? Understood? Many people are having a wrong thought saying that how can I compare objects by using data? Use equals method. Wrong answer. Of course, correct answer, not wrong, not complete right answer, not complete wrong answer, both. It's right and wrong. Equals method is answer is right and wrong. Dekho, for your confirmation purpose, I'm writing E1 dot equals of E2. E1 dot equals of E2. Now tell me, if write E1 dot equals of E2, what happens? We'll get a true or false. Both objects data same na? You'll get a true or false. According to your analyzation, show your tally. Will get false. You will get false. Right? How false? Both the objects data is same na? Equals method is used for comparing two objects by using data. These objects data is the same. So equals method should return true. Then why you are getting false? Understood? Equals method doesn't compare two objects by using data by default. By default, equals method compare two objects by using reference only. How equals method knows about example class data comparison logic? Okay, na? It is your responsibility to write the logic by your own to compare your objects with the data. How to write logic? E1 dot X property equal to E2 dot X property. E1 dot Y property equal to E2 dot Y property you should write. Correct or wrong? What you want to compare? Reference. Reference means E1. What you want to compare? Data. Data means what? E1 dot. Okay. Now tell me, I want to compare E3 object is there. When I want to compare E3 object, again I have to write what? One more statement, E1 dot X, E2 dot X. That means same logic you are writing repeatedly now. When you are writing same logic repeatedly, what did you learn in methods chapter? In methods chapter, you learn whenever you want to execute same logic, don't write that logic again and again. Write the logic inside the method. Call that method. Right? Now, I am defining a method like this. Void M1 of which objects you want to compare? Example object 1 with what? Example object 2. Open bracket, close bracket. Inside this object, what you want to compare? E1 object X value compared with E2 object X and E1 dot Y value compared with E2 dot Y. If the variable of XY in both objects is same, then I want to say E1, E2 objects are same and I want to return the Boolean value. Return true. Sorry, return this. And return type should be what? Boolean. Everyone understand? I'm not using equals method. Directly, I'm not jumping into the ocean. First, I'm jumping into small lake, learning the swimming, then go to the ocean. Is this clear? Now tell me, how can we compare now instead of writing logic repeatedly like this? Instead of comparing like this, what I will write here? Simply, I'll call the method like this. SOPLN. M1 method belongs to same class. I can call directly by its name by passing E1 comma E2. Okay now? Then E1, E2 object same returns true. Then I want to compare E1 with E3. Then what you call M1 of E1 comma E3. If E1, E3 objects data same returns true. So finally try to answer. If you want to compare objects by using reference, I can call directly double equal to operator. Next, if you want to compare objects by using data, everybody say use equals method. That is not completely correct. If you want to compare objects by using data, you have to use. You have to access the data of the object. How to access the data of the object? By using dot E1 dot X double equal to E2 dot X and then E1 dot Y double equal to E2 dot Y. So X property, Y property. If you want to compare E1 object with E3, same logic again I have to repeat. Then this is a bad programming practice. In methods chapter, we learn don't write logic repeatedly. Write logic in one method and call that method repeatedly. Okay, done. If you want to pass objects as an argument, you must have method parameter as what? Or class name. Like this we are. Now I have one more question. Now everyone listen. One more question, very important. Arey bhai, this M1 method example objects comparison logic is belongs to test class or belongs to example class? Think. Remember cohesion. We learn one topic called cohesion. In Java, we have a concept called cohesion. What cohesion is saying? Don't write one class functionality in another class. Write one class variables and methods in the same class and just reuse that class from another class, isn't it? Now this design is right design or wrong design? This is wrong design. Why it is wrong design? Example class comparison logic you are writing inside test class. Then I have test2 class. Again I have to repeat this method. Test3 class. Again I have to repeat this method. Test4 class. I have to repeat this method. 100 classes I have. In all 100 classes I have to repeat this method. So tell me, what is the right place I have to place this method? Not in the test class. Must move it to where now? Example class. You want to compare which class? Example class object. Then where I have to write logic? In example class. Tell me, you have learned one topic called sharing one class object to another class. Sharing one class object to same class method. You are passing example class object to the example class method. Then I should require parameter, not required. Not required. That object will come as a current object. Implicitly compiler will add final example this. Remember? By default, this is added as a parameter. And even place what I have to write here, this dot x, this dot y. Right? Next question. Tell me, I wanted to compare this first object data with the second object. Second object means I need to take parameter, no? If you recollect your core Java topic, I told you very clearly, when you wanted to pass one object of example class to the same example class method, we no need to create parameter. We no need to create parameter. Compiler implicitly add parameter. If you want to pass one class object to the same class, if you want to pass two objects to the same class method, how many parameters I should create? One parameter. This one parameter is a first parameter, second parameter. It is a second parameter. Okay, it is the second parameter. Then what is the first parameter? This. Then how to call this method? We must call this method. Previously, how did you call M1 of E1 comma E2? When if the M1 method belongs to another class. Now this M1 method belongs to same class. Then how to call this first object we are bringing before M1 method with what dot? E1 dot M1 of E2. Then E1 is storing in current object, E2 storing in the parameter. So what do you write now? Parameter E dot, parameter E dot. Understood how I change the design? Now tell me, after having this method in this class, go to the test class. In a test class, how to call this M1 method? Not M1 of. I should call what? E1 dot, and I should call E1 dot. Okay. So can I remove this code? This is repeated logic. This repeated logic I have written only one time inside M1 method. 2 times I am calling that M1 method. Now, bolo, if I write here E1 double equal to E3, these two objects are compared here by using reference. If I call M1 method, these two methods are compared by using data. Because I have written logic to compare data. Control 1, compile. Control 2, executed. Hey, I got output true. कैसे हैं concept? From the understood? But every website or every faculty, every trainer is teaching with equals now, sir. Why you taken M1 method? Right up? I want to make you design software engineer. I don't want to teach. I want you learn. Okay? I don't want to teach what is available. I want to make you learn how it was designed and developed. Because when you go to software industry, you have to design the methods like this. You have to develop the methods like this. Just I am taking an advantage of equals method to teach you the design, how Sun Microsystem design equals method. Why Sun Microsystem design equals method? Okay, that's what my target. I make you software engineers, not students. Now, let me ask a question. Ready? So you learn, I have two objects, sir. I want to compare two objects. How can I compare by using reference? By using double equal to operator. How can I compare by using data? By accessing the data using E1 dot. By accessing data by using E2 dot. Again, data comparison I have to do by using double equal to operator. If I apply double equal to operator on the referenced variable, reference comparison. If I apply double equal to operator on dot, then data comparison. This is the first thought should come to your mind. Now, the next question I'm asking. I am creating two objects. Okay, no? Okay, again, three objects I am creating. From which class? Sample class. My project contain multiple classes. My project contain multiple classes. Then all these classes have the objects. Okay, all these classes have the objects. Then I want to compare this sample object. How can we compare? By using double equal to operator only. ఏమంటావు సుధా? ఓ సుధా, ఏం సుధా ఇది? కంపేర్ చేద్దాం ఉంటాడండి. How do you compare two objects? By using double equal to operator. How to compare here? Reference comparison. Okay, save it. Control 1, compile. Control 2, execute. What the output coming? False. I tell you, people understand what the meaning of Soda. Don't know. Dialogue. It's a dialogue, right? One movie dialogue. Now I want to compare sample class object by using data. Kaise? How to compare sample object by using data? Again, I have to write the same logic, na? S1 dot x equal to s2 dot x and then S1 dot y equal to S2 dot y. Hey Babu Nana ji, my point right? If you want to compare sample object data with the sample object tree, S1 dot x equal to S3 dot x. Okay. Next, and S1 dot y equal to what right? S3 dot y. Oh, now tell me, this is a redundant code or not? I want to compare many objects. Every many objects you have to write same logic again and again. Is it good idea, bad idea? Bad idea. Then what to do now? What to do now? I have to write this logic inside a method. I should write logic inside a method. Where I should create that method? Inside test class or sample class? Sample class. Inside sample class, I should create a method. Hello. What the method? Boolean. Boolean. What the method name? What is the method name? What is the method name? What is the method name? Any name, sir, your wish. Any name, your wish. I'm choosing M2. How many parameters? Two objects I want to compare. How many parameters? One parameter. Sample yes. Then what logic you write? Same logic. In place of SOPLN, what I should write? Return. Okay. S1 is what? This. S2 is what? Yes. Yes. This. Yes. This. Right. Yes. Should I write this logic 2 times for every object or 1 time? 1 time. Because the referenced variables are receiving the argument objects. Delete. Okay. Save it. Go to test class. Here what I should write? M1 place what you write? M2. Okay, na? Control 1. Control 1. Compile. Control 2. Executed. What output coming? True. Wonderful. Super. Marvelous. Hey, my dear YouTuber, YouTube learner, 5 minutes, 5 hours core Java learner. Tell me, if you learn core Java in 5 months, 5 hours, can you understand this entire design? Can you survive in the company? 5 hours core Java deadline and I cannot teach the design level. I can teach you only what is available. This is available, use it. This is available, use it. In company, you are user or developer? Developer. Being a developer, you should know how to design the code, develop. But what is you are doing now? Hurry. Complete core Java in 1 day. Complete core Java in 1 hour. Complete core Java in half a day. Can you complete core Java in 5 minutes? Yes, sir. If you complete 5 minutes, you are super top bumper. That's what I am crying every day in the classes. If you are not ready to learn properly, if you are not ready to spend the time properly, then you will fail in your career. You cannot be a best successful person. Yes or no? You cannot be a team lead. You cannot be a team manager. Why your seniors are within 1 year getting job as a team lead? Why they are promoted to team leads? Because they are learning subject like this. They are designing the code in the class. For the given requirement, they design the code and then implementing, testing, whatever team lead and developers are doing in the company, everything they are learning as part of my class. Okay. This is the reason why working employees also rejoining the core Java in my class. After understanding the classes, after attending my classes, they realizing, yeah, in my project like this only there, sir. Now I realize why that code was written like that. But nowadays, you people, students, you are influenced by the YouTube, Instagram, and finally trapped in a wrong approach of learning. Now, can you go to the next level of design? This is a wrong design. Whatever I did is wrong. Logic is correct, but the method design is wrong. If you remember, once upon a time, long ago, after polymorphism topic completed, I taught you one project. Person, animal, bird, snake, fish, Jew, into Jew. I want to pass all these objects as an argument with loose coupling. Then the invoked method should execute from the implementation classes, any of these classes. What you learn? Can you recollect, people who attended my classes? Try in chat window. If you are creating all these classes and you want to pass all these class, any one of these class object as an argument to Jew, these classes should be individual classes, sir. Individual classes are as a super class, subclasses. You have to create all these classes as a one type. What is that one type? That is called super class. You must create all these classes as a subclasses of one class. Okay, you must create as one super class. Under that you create all subclasses. Then Jew class must create a variable of which class? Super class. Recollect what you learned in core Java. Recollect. Okay. Then now tell me here, what is the super class? Living thing, person, animal, bird, fish, snake. Okay. Then here, what is the reference variable you are choosing? Living thing type reference variable you have select. Then living time reference variable, once you choose any one of these subclass object, I can accept. Then tell me, after receiving the object, living thing dot, what method I have to call? The method which is available in this class. Yes or no? If this method is same method available in person class, as per runtime polymorphism feature, it is executed from subclass. If this method is available in animal class, can be executed from animal. Available in the bird class, executed from bird. Which concept this is? Object-oriented programming, polymorphism, method override. Same method available, executed. Same method available, executed. Am I right? Suppose what we learned that day, person class contain a method called walk. Animal class contain a method called run. Bird class contain a method called fly. Fish class contain a method called swim. Snake class contain a method called crawl. Right? Then tell me, if all these classes contain different methods, then how many methods the Jew programmer should remember? 5 methods. Every time the method call has to be changed according to the subclass or not? Then finally this program become runtime polymorphic programmer, compile time polymorphic programmer, compile time polymorphic, or static binding program. Then is it accepted or not accepted? Not accepted. Then what you did, what you suggested? Hello, master. If you have a different name in every class, how can I call that methods? I can call only the method available in living thing class. So your method signatures should not be, logic is your own logic. Logic is your own logic. I don't object with the logic. You write whatever you want, but the method signature must be same as the method available in the super class. What is the method name? Move, 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 move. Understood? If the method name is move in all the classes, then when we invoke the method of super class based on overriding, automatically will come to the subclass and the logic, what logic executed? Walk logic executed. Same method you call by passing animal, method executed from which class? Subclass. What logic executed? Move method with what logic? Run. Move by run. Now tell me, in core Java, on each topic when I was teaching project, everybody looking at me and scared face looking at me. Every topic project you are teaching, my time wasted. Huh? Your time wasted. Better understanding. So this is the power of my core Java classes. So how much more time you spend to learn, that much more design knowledge will get. Then in the company, you will not face any difficulties. Start from the interview room, to the project development. Everywhere you will feel so easy. Nothing is there. So that's why spend sufficient time. Don't get influenced by the YouTube videos, Instagram videos, recorded videos. Understood? 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 5 hours to 10 hours videos. It's waste, Nana. Believe me. You are wasting your time and money and life. One time you learn thoroughly. Okay, come back. Shall we apply this point in this topic? This is my class. This is my test class. My test class wanted to create example class objects and compare. My test class wanted to create sample class object and compare. Example class and sample class. Then tell me, example class has provided comparison logic in which method? M1. Sample class has provided comparison logic in which method? M2 method. Now everyone tell me now. Test programmer has to remember how many methods for comparison? Multiple methods. Another class coming A, another class coming B, another class coming C, another class coming D, another class coming F. Like this multiple classes, the method name is providing according to the class developer wish. Without knowing about previous classes, he creating every method according to your wish. Then test class developer must remember how many methods. Now the test class become static binding, dynamic binding, static binding. Comparing the objects of each class is the same operation or not, fixed operation or not. When the operation is same, then why you are changing the name of the method? Sir, how do I know, sir? Example class developer is one developer, sample class developer is another developer. How this developer calling to this developer or this sample developer calling to example developer and talking each other? What is your method name? Tell me, I will take the same method name. Is there any communication? No. He is in US, he is in UK, he is in India. So different developers are available in different countries. Then how can they communicate? That is where Sun Microsystem coming into picture. Array, all Java developers, for all your classes, one operation is common, Rabai. That operation is comparing objects by using data. That method signature I am fixing. You always write logic in that method. What the logic? What is the method name? Equals. Why method name is equals? Because you want to compare whether they are equal or not. Equal or not. That's the method name is what? Equals. If equal, returns true. If not equal, returns false. Understand how equals method came into picture? But yesterday hashCode method you didn't teach me like this. Why, sir? You cannot understand a hashCode if I teach like this. Okay, hashCode understanding is difficult, but equals method understanding is easy. Some topics you have to learn at design level, some topics you have to learn at direct concept, usage level. Equals is the correct method to learn at design level. Everyone got clarity? Why equals method came into picture? Now tell me. Is it good idea to take M1 method, M2 method, different names? No. I have to take equals equals. Then where this equals method is defined, we need a one class now. That class is common to all classes, which is a super class. What is that? Object. By default, example is subclass, sample is subclass, A is a subclass, B is a subclass, C is a subclass. Sun Microsystem has provided object class as a super class to every class. Inside, you define a method called what? Equals. Now, example class developer want to compare objects of example class by using state. Then, should he develop a method called M1? Should he override method called equals? Override. Sample class developer also override. A class also override. B class also override. Everyone should override. Then test class developer calling the method available in example class or calling method available in object class. Calling the method available in object class. Then object class method static or non-static? Non-static. Non-static method as per inheritance feature, as per overriding feature, it is executed from subclass. Subclass comparison logic executed returns true or false based on the state of the object. Is it clear? Am I going fast? Everybody comfortable? Everyone understood? Very interesting concept, right? Please share this knowledge to your friends also. Please share this video to your friends also. Very, very important. I am giving you this knowledge free of cost to all the people, to help all the people. Okay? So just you listen and don't leave. Help to your friends also. Whoever learning Java, whoever working in the company on Java, share this video so that they will get better knowledge, better understanding. Now let's move on. I have a predefined class called what? Object. Last conclusion point, sir. Class object. In this class object, we have method called what? Boolean equals of. Everyone expecting you answer. Equals method, you are calling on example object how E1 dot equals of E2. Okay. On sample class comparing how to call S1 dot equals of S2. Okay. How to compare A class object A1 dot equals of A1 dot equals of A2. Now, if you carefully observe here, the parameter is what? Equals method parameter is same or changing? Changing. First time example, second time sample, third time class A. If you take our M1 method belongs to example class, parameter example. If you take M2 method belongs to sample class, parameter is sample. But equals method is available specific to example, specific to the sample, or common to all? Common to all. Because it is common to all, which type of parameter can receive all types of these objects? That is the point you have to recollect. What the parameter I have to choose here? Super class of all classes. What is the super class? Object obj. Okay, nobody? Everybody catch my point? This is object class equals method design. Then tell me, because parameter is object, can accept all types of objects or not? Yes. Then what is the logic here? The object class developer has to write the logic for example class, for sample class, for a class. If we write the logic specific to example, then it will work only for example. If you write logic specific to sample, he will write the logic, it will work only for sample. Then here logic should be specific to one class or common to all classes. Common to all classes. What is the common to all classes comparison? Reference comparison. Double equal to operator. Double equal to operator reference comparison is common logic. Why? Array, if you want data comparison, I should call the variable x na. E1, tell me, E1 double equal to E2, S1 double equal to S2, A1 double equal to A2. This is reference comparison. This is a common logic. But if you want to compare data, I should access the instance variable available inside example class, instance variable available in sample class. Yes or no? The instance variable name is the same for all classes? No. And in the super class, can I access the subclass variables? No. Then what is the solution? Sun Microsystem was thinking and written the code something like this. Written, this example class has two parameters. First parameter this, second parameter obj. Tell me, this and obj receiving the reference of the two objects of example, two objects of sample, two objects of A. Then tell me, reference comparison is common to all, but data comparison is changing from one class to another class. That class developer only can decide what logic to develop. Is my point correct? Now I am the example class developer. As an example class developer, I want to compare my example object data, not reference. Then what to do? You have two options are available. Class example. Now write logic in your own method or write logic by overriding equals method. What is the right approach? Creating our own method or overriding equals method? Overriding equals method is the right approach. Okay, clear? Now tell me, when you override equals method here, now logic I want to change. I don't want compare reference. I want to compare what data. Everyone please think. Now the topic is very difficult, sir. Up to now story is a simple, but now this story is difficult. 2 minutes class is very important. Everyone please focus and answer. What was the logic to compare the data of the object? Current object data x equal to argument data x I have to compare. Tell me, is this line compiled or not compiled? Show your core Java knowledge. Show your core Java knowledge. Is this line compiled or not compiled? Not compiled. Which part is not compiled? This means what? Search for x in current class. Obviously available. Int x available. This part is compiled. What is the meaning of obj.x? Search for x variable in which class? Object class. You know object class, x variable available? No. Hence compiler throw error. Am I right? Tell me, you are receiving the example class two objects into this keyword and obj. But can I access subclass variables by using superclass reference? No. Further, what I have to do? I should typecast. Everyone try to answer. Typecast. Example E equal to example of obj. Am I right? Understood at this line? I told you little complex, little difficult. Then now you have to write return what current object x value compare with argument object x. If same, return true. If not same, return false. Everyone got clarity of this line? There is a problem. If remember, I told you, whenever you use a cast operator, tiger is hiding in the bush and waiting for you to attack. Remember, tiger, bush, deer. Huh? Whenever you use a cast operator, there is a chance you will get what? Class cast exception. Tell me, is this line allowed or not? E1 dot equals of E1 dot equals of S1. Can I call? Yes, because equals method parameter is object. Object accepts what? Sample object. What is the object coming into obj? Sample. Sample can I convert to the example? नहीं है. इधर हमको क्या आता? रन टाइम एरर आता. ओके, क्लास कैस्ट एक्सेप्शन. इधर हमको क्लास कैस्ट एक्सेप्शन आता. So tell me, how to solve this problem? Can I say user don't call S1? No. Don't pass S1, can I say? No. What should I say here? I should write my if condition. If what obj instance of what I write? Example. Then only I want to compare. Example class 2 objects only I want to compare. If it is not example object, argument is not example object, example sample same or different? Different. Then what I write? Return false. This is the equals method overriding logic. Finally, equals method fully completed. All topics complete. Now is the time we have to revise entry questions. Not CCE. Return false. If not current class type, return false, saying they are different objects. Okay, na? Everyone got clarity? Shall I also take workshop on Monday? Is it okay to everyone? What is the Monday workshop? Continuation to this. I have to teach you project equals hashCode method, combination, contract, okay, and working with a collection with equals hashCode method. Okay, then tomorrow, day after tomorrow, no workshop, holiday. You have to revise hashCode equals methods fully, the given 2 programs. Okay. Then on Monday, when I'm developing project, everyone should be able to help me to write code. I will not write. Shall I proceed to the programming part now? Look at here now. Example class, I am deleting this. Again, going back to the old style. Nagavardhan Gurram. hashCode method internals. Where object class hashCode method internals, we are asking the subclass. Let's try to check question by question. Question number 1. What is equals method? Well, what is equals method? Equals method is a user-defined method or predefined method. It is a predefined method available in java.lang.object class. Why equals method? It is used for comparing two objects to know whether they are equal or not. Also, it is used for finding the second object is duplicate or not by comparing with the objects available in the collection. Where do we use equals method of an object class? Most of the time, we use equals method in string programming and collection programming. For comparing string object to know whether two strings are equal or not. For example, comparing username password. For finding the matched object in the collection means for comparing an object with objects available in the collection to know whether the adding object is duplicate or unique. We use equals method. In projects, do programmer call equals method? In case of string comparison, programmer will call it explicitly. In case of collection programming, collection will call it implicitly. Understood? In projects, equals method, we don't call always. In string programming case, we will call, but in collection programming, we don't call, collection we call. I'll show you that on Monday. Next, how many ways we can compare objects? 2 ways. Bole again, what the use of equals method? It is used for comparing two objects. How many ways we can compare? 2 ways we can compare by using reference, by using string. What is the default way of comparing objects? Reference. Because reference-wise comparison code is common to all classes of object. Then how can we compare objects by using reference or state? How can we compare objects by using reference and state? For comparing objects, we use a double equal to operator and equals method. Okay, how can we compare objects in technically or in program? How can I compare objects in the program? We can compare objects in the program, or you can say, okay, how can I compare objects in the program? By using double equal to operator and equals method. Double equal to operator always compare objects by using the reference. Equals method compares objects either by using reference or by using state. Hello. Equals method compares objects. Number 1, either by using reference or by using state. Many people are feeling what? By using state. Everybody changed your mind. It is depending on implementation provided in it inside its body. Based on the implementation. If you provide implementation to compare, state comparison. If you don't provide implementation, you compare what? Reference. What is the default implementation provided in equals method in object class? Reference comparison logic. E1 dot equals E2 equals method is called. This variable contain E1, obj variable contain E2, then reference comparison this double equal to obj. How can we compare objects by using that state? We must override equals method in subclass by comparing the instance variables of the subclass. Summary. For comparing primitive variables, we must use double equal to operator. For comparing reference variable, we must use equals method so that objects can be compared either by using reference or by using data depending on whether overridden or not. Understood? Below program shows comparing example class, sample class objects with a reference and with a state by using double equal to operator and equals method. If you don't override equals method in subclass, is there any compile time error? No. Is there any runtime error? No. If you don't override equals method in subclass, objects are compared by using reference. Which side you have to see new keyword side. If you override equals method in the subclass, objects are compared by using their state. Statement, which side you have to see data side. Okay, na sir, these 10 questions clear? These are the 10 questions I have completed up to now. If everyone understood, please confirm. If any doubts in these questions, please let me know. I will explain any point you want. Shall we see the program now? Code. Live code. Come back here. Tell me now. I am taking only 2 objects sufficient, third object not required. Now, no M1 method, we are using our own object. E1 dot equals of E2. Here also I am writing S1 dot equals of S2. Everyone tell me, what is the output you will get with a double equal to operator? Without confusion, you can say false. Without confusion, you can say false. Okay. Now tell me, I want to compare what? Equals method was. Can you say equals method compare 2 objects with data reference? Cannot say. Why? First, I have to see whether this method is overridden or not. Huh? First, I have to confirm whether the equals method overridden or not. Go to example class. In example class, equals method overridden or not overridden? Not overridden. So what is output get? Reference wise comparison. Look at which side, new keyword side. False. What mind you have to get understood? When you see double equal to operator, look at the new keyword side, confirm. When you see the equals method, you cannot confirm. You have to first go to current object class sample. In sample class, equals method overridden or not overridden? Not overridden. Then come back and say, look at the new keyword side, confirm, false. So all 4 statements will get false, 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 false. False, false. Okay, na? Fully equals method. Understood? Now tell me. I want sample class objects equals method compare with state of the object. Then what to do? Go to sample class, override. Override. At the rate, override. What do you write? Public. Return type is what? Boolean. Method name is equals. Open bracket, closed bracket. Parameter is what? Object obj. Now the coming object is of which class type? Any class type. First you have to confirm, is this object available in obj? Is instance of current class sample? If yes, then compare the state of the object. Right? Compare the state of the object by typecasting. Sample s equal to sample of obj. Then return. What should I return? Return current object x equal to argument x and current object y equal to argument object y. If yes, return true. If not, return false. If the past object is not of type sample, then it's a different object. Different object means what? Return false. Wonderful. Okay, now then come back to the test program. Run this class. Here you will get false. Here equals method now execute from object class or sample class. Sample class. Sample class S1 object, S2 object, XY values are compared and you will get here true because data is same. Okay. Now tell me, if I change the data here to 15, you will get output false because data is different. Super topic, easy topic. If you work, then it will become more easy. It's easy, really easy. If you work, it will become more easy. Will you work out at home? If you get clarity on overriding hashCode equals method, projects development is very easy. Understanding collection is more easy. So Monday मिलेंगे, फिर मिलेंगे Monday. Monday will meet and we will complete applying the hashCode equals method in a project. Monday I will revise all 55 questions. hashCode method has 30 questions and equals method has 25 questions. All 35 questions first I will revise, then we will develop project and we'll wind up this session. Okay? Yeah, YouTube only. Last class I gave you workshop Google Classroom link to share material. Have you all joined? Because you are staying till the end, I want to share material to you. Some people are just coming and going. This is the Google Classroom code. If you have not joined, join today. You will get the access to the material. Evening 4 p.m. I have started full stack Java, new batch full stack Java. Any of your friends or juniors are looking for Java training, please inform them. Okay, so that they will get benefited of learning Java from you. Cohesion is nothing but creating one class, all variables and methods in same class. For example, student class, variables and methods I have to create in student class should not distribute in another class called college. If you develop like this, then this way of development is called cohesion. Solid principles, cohesion, design principle. If any one of the variable or method of student class you create in college class or college class variable or method create in student class, then that is called low cohesion, wrong design. Okay. Now I am uploading sample class. This is yesterday class sample class without equals method. Now I am uploading second folder equals method. Notes and programs. No, coupling is different. Coupling means calling. Creation is cohesion. Calling is coupling. Okay, I will take one day workshop on that also. Don't know. All people confirm whether material received or not. No, Prasanna, few points are pending. On Monday, I will cover remaining points. Satya, inside finalize method, why you call sleep method? Finalize method is meant for writing the objects releasing logic. If you call sleep method in finalize method, there is no, if you want to pass the garbage collection part, garbage collection execution, if you wanted to pass, then you call sleep method. That's it. To allow garbage collector to execute. Inside the main method, I call sleep method for passing the main thread execution to allow garbage collector to execute. There is no link between sleep and finalize. Sleep method, where did you call? Inside main method. Then main method execution is passed. Garbage collector thread got a chance to execute. Then garbage collector destroy unreferenced objects. When object is destroying, it will call finalize method. Okay. Thank you guys. See you all on Monday class. Okay. Monday same time, 11:30. We will finish it up, all the remaining points. Thank you. Happy weekend.